What's up, gamers and collectors? DGC back with another video. Right now it's about 9:15. I'm getting ready to go meet Baltimore Retro Gaming up in Joppa, Maryland, which is basically the outskirts of Baltimore. I'm outside sitting in my car, that's why you can hear this bird going absolutely apeshit in this bush. But yeah, so getting ready to head out, meet John here in about an hour, and then we will get doing some game hunting. I suppose I neglected to mention that today we're going to try to get rid of those games again. So hopefully John's guy can hook it up and I can get rid of these, either store credit or cash or a combo of both. But here we are on our adventure on the way. So I made it out here, finally got to Baltimore Retro Gaming. Big John.
What's up?
Getting ready to go into this new game store I've never been in. What's it called? Retro Replay?
Retro Replay. It's the premier game store in my area. It's really the only game store that I shop at anymore. There's a few other ones kind of here and there, and they're depressing when you go in there, honestly. So go here. This is where to go. So at least out here in the Baltimore area.
How awkward is that? Someone's gonna literally, we're in the randomest spot in the parking lot and this lady's gonna park right near us. That's so random.
I mean, she's got a nice car. I don't think she's gonna hit nothing with it, so.
No, I know, just kind of weird, because, you know.
Plus it's the weekend. There's gonna be a lot of, this is a transient area, so there's a lot of.
As I say that, clearly we're shooting a video on my phone. She walks by. All right, well, we're gonna head into the store. How much do you think I'm gonna get for this box? Take your guess.
I'm gonna guess 700, 800. I don't know.
I'd be happy with that.
Something like that. Okay. 7-ish, maybe.
I got to be honest. I'm hoping for more, but I'd still probably be happy with that. So we'll see. All right, I'll report back and I'll try to get some footage in there. All right, guys. So unfortunately, I lost John. He went to go to the ATM and then he just fucking disappeared. And I tried calling him, but I couldn't find him. So I got to get heading home. They did not want to do any kind of a good deal. They offered me $500 for like $1,500 worth of shit, and I get it, it's a store, they got to make money, but that was honestly kind of insulting, and probably won't come back to this store ever again either. So not gonna roast them, but kind of an insulting offer in my humble opinion. So I did pick up a couple of games, just paid for them in cash, but we'll go over that when I get home. What's up, guys? Back here in the game room, gonna go ahead and go over the pickups for today's video. I ended up losing John there at the end. We kind of hung out probably 2-3 hours. Went to 2 different little game stores. They're both owned by the same people. Unfortunately, didn't record any of it, but they decided they didn't want to give me what I deemed to be a fair price on all those games. So there was 11 or 12 of them in there. You guys have seen them in the last pickups video that I kind of was like, hey, I'm trying to get rid of these. They offered me, I want to say it was $450 cash and like $100 store credit. Just an absolute slap in the face. I don't care if they're the shittiest games in the world, which frankly, some of those are really good games. They're all good games, let's be honest. Bravely Second, Bravely Default, Battle Gorega, you know, just some of those other games that are in there. They're not the greatest, like the Gekkaido, or however the hell you say it, that Game Boy Advance game that got remade for the Switch. Not the greatest game in the world, but again, definitely. What is? Let me see something here real quick on the calculator. 450. We're gonna even do 550 divided by 12. That's $45 per limited edition. Some of those limited editions are worth $300. Now, with that being said, did I expect to get $300? Absolutely not. They're a store. They're in business. They need to make money. I get all that. But with that being said, $550 total, like, you know, with cash and then a little bit of store credit, was just an absolute ripoff. Sorry, kind of had the tangent on that. Little irritated by it. So basically, at this point, I'm just going to kind of be done with taking those to the store. I guess I'll just have to put them on eBay or just keep them and enjoy them for what they are. So I wanted to go over the pickups with you. Not a whole lot. Again, I told you guys I'm not going super crazy with stuff. We'll go over this one first. In the last video, I had mentioned that I was looking to get a Master System at some point in the future. Didn't pick one up yet. However, John went ahead and gave me a nice copy of Thunderblade for the Master System. So this was it is a shoot 'em up. Nice little copy here. So definitely a sweet to have my first game for the system whenever I do eventually get one, which it is on the goal list this year to get a Sega Master System. So thank you, John. I do really appreciate him giving this to me, and I'll definitely keep that one. And then on the N64, I went ahead and picked up 3 games. I'm kind of... The first thing that I really want to collect for this year and really just lock that collection in and kind of get back what I lost. And I don't know that I want to go for the full N64 set. I think what I want to do first, because that's what I was going for last time round, and a lot of those were from my childhood. Not like from when I was a kid, but like I got them as a teenager. And I honestly, I had some of those N64 games for the better part of 15, 20 years, and I sold them. And honestly, I'm kind of having like seller's remorse at this point for some of the stuff that I got rid of. Not a lot of it, but some of it for sure. Like stuff that I had like a really long period of time. Like I got those N64 games when I was like 16-ish. I'm 33 now, so like I've had those N64 games damn near half my life, and I got rid of them. And I really shouldn't have. Like they weren't mine from my childhood, but they still were like with me for a long period of time. So kind of sucks, but here we are going back to get some N64 games. I only got 3 so far. These are 2 games that I absolutely cherish from when I was younger, playing with friends as a kid, and then one that I just always wanted to play. First up, we got Pokemon Snap. So Pokemon Snap, great little game. I love Pokemon Snap. It truly is. It just reminds me of my childhood. I remember playing the hell out of this with different friends on their N64s because I never had a 64 of my own as a kid. So just a really special game to play that and pick it back up and play it again. Another game that I actually played this game more so on the PS2 than I did on the N64, but a really favorite game of mine for the N64. That's Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer. Absolutely love this game.
Oh, yeah!
Played the absolute shit out of this back in the day. Again, mainly on the PS2 with a friend named Matt that I had. And I just remember, or was it a sequel? They did make a sequel to this. So maybe it was the sequel that I was playing, because the sequel's on the PS2, and then this was also on the Dreamcast. But Matt never had a Dreamcast. Either way, I remember playing one of them a shit ton, and then like I finally got this a long time ago, and then played it a lot just by myself. But really fantastic game. And then here is Winback Covert Operations. Winback is a really cool game. I've always wanted to try this. So what's cool is this. So this is Koei before they were Koei Tecmo. What's cool is this was, if you actually go back and watch some of the original videos about Gears of War, some of the original concepts and ideas and like planning of the game came from Winback, because it was kind of, I don't know if this was like the first cover-based shooter. It was definitely one of the first 5 cover-based shooters, that's for sure. Because this came out, what does this say on it? Let's see. It says 96, 97 on it, so I would like to assume that's when that came out, if that's what's stamped on here. Well, no, I guess they all say that. I guess that's just when they copyrighted the N64. But either way, this is definitely what inspired Gears of War, and like there's tons of videos of, not tons, but there's a few videos of Cliff Bleszinski talking about Winback, like briefly talking about it, and you can definitely see how this like definitely brought to life some of the mechanics that you would grow to see in Gears of War, Uncharted, that kind of stuff. But 3 fantastic games. I've been actually playing the hell out of these and really enjoying that on my nice Ultra HDMI N64, which also has HD or RGB as well. So it's kind of cool to like hook it up to the Trinitron with the component cables, and then also have it going on the 4K with the M cable. So it like upscales it real nice and looks real good. And then you can add scan lines onto the 4K TV. Mint. And then John, while we were at the flea market, he was like, he saw me touch this game and like pull it out and kind of look at it, and he goes, "That's a really good game. You really got to try that." So I picked up a copy of Neverdead for the Xbox 360. I don't actually know a ton about this. I mean, it's a shooter, obviously. I assume this is some kind of, I guess maybe a third-person shooter. I don't even honestly know. This is Konami by Rebellion. What did Rebellion also make? I feel like they also made a bunch of other stuff that should be familiar to me. I've definitely seen that name before. But either way, John said this is a really good game, and I trust John's opinion because he's definitely a hardcore gamer. And I will definitely be giving this game a shot for sure, and probably try to beat it, honestly. It looks like the cover of it just looks cool, even for that matter. So, you know, it's something I've never actually played. I did actually have this on the PS3 a long time ago, and I don't even think I put it in. So that's why, like, I'm really slowing down on the picking up of games. I'm going to enjoy them and stuff. And part of the reason I even, like, want, like, old school games, cartridge-based games, is just because you can pick them up, play them for a little bit, put them back down. Like, it's been ages since I played Pokemon Snap N64. I picked it right up. Doesn't matter because it's super easy to play, and that's what I love and miss about like retro games. You could just pick them up 15-20 minutes, play them, enjoy them, put them down, come back months, years later, pick them up, play them, be done with it. And that's just kind of what I need in my life right now, to just quick little plays of games and whatnot. So original Xbox, I know you guys are waiting to see when that stuff's gonna come out. I had to pick up 2 games for the original Xbox. Now, these are for the exclusive list. So obviously that means next week's video is an exclusive list video. It's finally coming, guys. You had to wait till the end of this video to hear that. So if you made it this far, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't down below. The original Xbox video exclusive set is coming next week. I'm going to work my freaking ass off to get that out because it's been too long. I've promised it over and over and over and over and over again. It's finally coming the next week's episode. I'll show these here in a sec. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18 titles. This is going to be M Edition. It's only M titles for the original Xbox and exclusive set. It's going to be a great little video. I'm not going to obviously show the list here. You'll get a sneak peek of 2 of them. Out of these games, which ones are like actually good though? 2 for sure. That's a pretty good game. That's a pretty good game. That's a pretty good game. Definitely a good game. Definitely a good game. So there's like half of these games are actually like really good games that you're probably going to actually want in your collection. And then like a half of the half are like not bad games. And then like the other half, like other quarter rather, are like not that great. So this one, where did I even put it? I don't even know where I put this copy. I had a copy of this first one right here, and then I was getting ready to shoot the video, and lo and behold, I found out that the cover sheet was actually a printed piece of paper and not the real cover sheet. So I couldn't be having that in my complete original Xbox exclusive set, nor could I put that into a video. So I had to go buy another copy, and I Frankenstein both copies into making one good copy. And this is actually not going to show any gameplay for these 2 videos because you'll have to wait until next week's episode to watch the M exclusive Xbox content. But the first one here is Mad Dash Racing. So I had it was just a printed sheet of paper. I don't know how that slipped into my collection like that, but it ended up slipping into the collection like that. It is nice and crispy. This is what appears to be a brand new resurfaced disc, and then the manual is very good. So this is actually a really neat game. Definitely have to wait until next week's episode to check out some gameplay on that one and have me talk more in depth about it. And then this one. My cousin and I went back and forth about this for a long time, whether this truly was or was not an exclusive. And again, you'll have to wait till next week's episode for me to delve further into how we came to the conclusion that it definitely is 100% an exclusive to the original Xbox and PC for that matter. But console-wise, it's definitely exclusive to the Xbox. That being MotoGP 2 by THQ. Hint, hint. So we'll delve into both those in next week's episode, but as promised, it is really here, and it's finally happening, guys. So we got 2 OG Xbox games. Got this from Baltimore Retro Gaming John. Got a nice 360 game. Got these, and then actually, I almost forgot, and I don't even know where I put it. It's over here. I meant to actually show this off as well, and you can see them here. I got these nice end labels. Hopefully let's see if it focuses. Got that on autofocus. Hopefully that focuses. So these, and I will link this in the description, and if I don't, be sure to bug me in the description or in the comments about tagging this in the description, and I definitely will. This is from Etsy.com. I have in the past had different labels from Etsy.com. These are fan-freaking-tastic. Let's cut away to some B-roll. Alright guys, so these things are absolutely fantastic. I'm really definitely digging these. I wanted to really show these off a little bit up close and personal. Get this nice little thing. Now mind you, I think these were 30 or 35 bucks. It's a very reasonable price. And it's better than the last sheet that I had the last time around that I was collecting N64 games, and I'll show you, well, you can already see why. So it fits in the top part instead of covering up the entire thing. Why that's a benefit is because then you can actually still open up the cart if you need to service it, clean it, change the battery out, what have you. Whereas if like the typical ones are the whole length, then you can't open it up because it actually, you unscrew it and then they fold that ways, and then they have like the hooks at the bottom side versus the top. So when you put the sticker on the top like that, it actually works way better. So yeah, and this really is like a full set. So you've got the PAL exclusives here, and the quality on that. Like I really hope the camera's picking that up. Just absolutely fantastic quality. They're vinyl. He gives you a bunch of little practice ones, so I guess I'll do one practice one real quick. But you've got all these PAL exclusives, so that's what, 8 PAL exclusives. Then you've got Japanese exclusives here. Again, I'll try to, hopefully that'll focus. Let me actually, how do you put autofocus on? Oh. There we go. Should be on now. I think. I hope so. Well, there we go. That looks pretty good. But yes, you guys get the idea. Those are the Japanese exclusives there. And then here's like a Player's Choice variant one with all the different Player's Choice ones. So again, really kind of cool. And then another practice one there. And then this is just the straight up North American set. So PlayStation VR headset just fell on the other side of the table. So just, again, very nice quality. These are phenomenal quality. They really are. I'll definitely link these in the description below. Guess we may as well just take a peek at all of them so you can get an idea of the quality of them. And then, you know, even at the top they're like labeled the section and whatnot alphabetically. Really top-notch quality compared to the other ones. The other ones that I had weren't bad, which again, I'll even link those too. They're not bad, but one, they don't come with all the different variants like that. And then two, they just cover the whole top part, so it's just not as good. And then you've got the actual, like I guess these are like the harder to find variant kind of things, the gray variants and whatnot. I actually, you know what's funny? I actually saw a gray Donkey Kong cart, and I was like, wait, that's not a real thing. And then now that I'm looking at this, it's definitely not a real thing because it would be on here if it was. But so there's those, and then I guess being you already saw these earlier in the episode, I am going to collect all of the 64 games that I want to actually own. So these two are some of my favorite games on the N64 period, and then Winback is one that I've always I had, but I never actually played it. And now that I have a small library, I'm going to really just hunker down and enjoy these. And that's part of the reason why I really shrunk down the collection, was because I wanted to get back all the stuff I wanted and then just really play them and enjoy them for once. Well, more so than I did. I've played the hell out of both of these, but stuff like this I want to play and really enjoy. Alright, so Winback would be W, so that should be on this last page. Oh yeah, right here. Alright, so I think I'm good enough to not need a practice sheet. Let's see how well this goes on, and I can do it. Probably should have went for the practice sheet, but whatever. Risk it for the biscuit, right? Let's see how that looks. That's definitely not right. Alright, let me pull this off camera for a sec. Alright, so you kind of have to go... Nope, not right either. I should have done the practice sheet. Well, at least you're learning live on camera that you should do the practice sheet. Damn, that's not good either. Okay, so these must be really super tight to the edge, which is good. Nope, that's not right either. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, it's still savable. It's still savable. Alright. This is slightly more funny that this is live. Well, live for you guys. These are kind of tough to get precise. Okay, that looks pretty good. That came out pretty good. Let's see if we can get that to focus a little better. Let's go the other way. There we go. Nope. 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 Damn, why is that being stupid? There we go. Nope. I really cannot get that to focus for shit. Hold that thought. We'll be back. There we go. Alright, so that's... Damn, that is really just not focusing. Alright, well, I'm having difficulties getting this to focus, but that looks pretty good. And you can see that you kind of have to go a little bit on each side to go. And then I guess, ideally you want to try to kind of line it up with that center line. So it's a little bit not tight on that side. But for me, I'm happy with that. It looks pretty good. So there's that one. Let's find Pokemon Snap right quick. That should be... I guess that should be on this sheet then somewhere. Let's see. P... No. Oh, this... Here we go. Right here. I mean, I guess after you've done like 5 or 6 of these, it'll probably get pretty easy. But... And then actually, and then I'll even point out on this one. Yeah, that one's looking good. That one is looking pretty good. Yeah, it's looking good. Alright, so yeah, pretty much once you kind of do it once, you'll be able to do it. And then, so like what's cool is, you can actually see that's like a film reel for Pokemon Snap. So it's like themed for the game because you're obviously taking pictures and whatnot. So it's just like a neat extra thing. Like even like the this Mario Tennis up here, there's a tennis court there. Or like, let's see, what's another one that would have something cool? The Ninja one. You know, basically they're probably just partly part of the box art, I would imagine. But and then let's see here, Star Wars would be on this page probably. Or Star Wars. Here we go, Pod Racer. Probably not the best way to be crinkling these, but whatever. It is what it is. So these will be. So I guess the best way to do this would be to kind of get a little bit off on the side and then line up the back and then put your thumb down or your finger down on it and then kind of go a little bit at a time and then hope that you do a good job. That one's kind of not the best. Okay, that came out pretty good. I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's looking good. I like those. So once you get those stacked up, let's compare that to like a SNES cartridge real quick.
So it kind of like even reminds you of like how the actual SNES cart looked back then. So I like that. I really like these. I'm definitely digging these. I'm gonna link these in the description for sure.
But yeah, so there was some nice B-roll that I shot of that. These really are truly phenomenal. I cannot recommend these enough because it really makes servicing the cart easy. Now that the sticker's not here blocking it when you try to open it. Absolutely, I came across these by complete randomness, and I was like, I have to have those. So with that being said, looking at all the stickers, it makes you want to own all the games because you're like, man, I gotta fill up all these stickers, man. Gotta fill up all these stickers. But for right now, I'm just going to collect all the games that I want, which, is obviously basically just all the Nintendo games, and then, your Bombermans, probably the Castlevania games, Chameleon Twist, which I've never even played the Chameleon Twist games. I've never even played N64 Castlevania. I've never, like a lot of the cruising games, I've played them like in arcade and stuff, but I've never played a lot of them on the N64, and I've heard that they're fantastic. Dude, there's so many good games in the N64, and like, it's weird. I feel, and I could be wrong, but I feel like retro games, as in like cartridge games, are finally getting cheaper again, because I feel as if a lot of people are, one, emulating now, and two, I feel as if the younger generations don't really care that much about super old, what to them is crappy graphics. Like, let's be honest, Mario 64, I mean, that came out when I was like 6 or 7, so like for me that's my childhood, but to someone who was just born recently, Mario 64 looks like an absolute ass to them. Then again, they play Roblox and Minecraft, which to me look like ass, but tomato tomato. But my point being is, I think that the younger generation doesn't actually care that much about the old school stuff, so that's fantastic. I definitely was looking at a bunch of NES games and SNES games and Genesis games for that matter, and I had to hold myself back because there was a lot of shit. I kept picking games up. I'm like, man, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one, I want this one. The store was fantastic. I'm not going to hold that against them that they didn't want my stuff for what I would deem a fair price. It's their decision, it's their business. With that being said, I guess I was a little... just disappointed that they didn't want them, because I've been trying to get rid of them for so long, and they're worth the money. I know what they're worth, and again, I get it that it's a business and they got to make money, but either way, I've talked about that enough. I won't bring them up anymore. Next week we're going to do the original Xbox exclusive M Edition. Can't wait. I'm super excited. I need to get recording footage for all these games. 18 games is going to be a lot of footage to record. I usually record for a good 20-30 minutes of each game just to get like a good bit of snippets of different gameplay and stuff for those videos. I'm excited to jump in and do another Xbox exclusive video. I really am. It's been so long. It's probably been over 2 years since I've even thought about making one, just because life happens. So either way, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. Tried to keep this one a little shorter. It was great meeting up with John. I'll link his channel down below. He basically has the same amount of subscribers, and I'm sure at least half my subscribers are probably subscribed to him anyway. But either way, link him down below. I'll definitely link this down below. And again, I really can't recommend this enough. These little, and they're very nice vinyl. They really are. Hopefully you saw that in the B-roll. But as always, guys, I appreciate watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, peace out for now. Till next time.
Come here, you mother... Oh,
This is it, baby.